Hi, I'm Phyllis, and my website is southernfrugal.com. Well, it's late, the sun's already gone down, but we're still going to make a pound cake. This one's going to be an almond pound cake. I love this flavoring. It is so good. It's a pure almond extract. So this is made just like the sour cream pound cake, only the only difference is the flavoring. So let's get started here. All right. Now I've got my paddle on that scrapes the side of the bowl. So we're going to start out with 3 sticks of butter, and this is salted butter. If you use unsalted butter, you'd probably need to use about a teaspoon or certainly a half teaspoon of salt. So we're going to put that in. These have been sitting out a while, so they're pretty much at room temperature. You also want the 6 eggs that are going into this batter to also be at room temperature. Get all that butter out of there. All right, so we're just going to fluff up the butter just a little bit. That ought to be enough. Now we're going to add 8 ounces of cream cheese, and this is the full fat type cream cheese. Put that in there. Get all that off. All right, we're going to mix that up now. All right, so that was 3 sticks of butter, or 1½ cups of butter, and 8 ounces of full-fat cream cheese. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in 1/4 teaspoon of salt. That's pretty well mixed. We're now going to add 3 cups of sugar. And I've just got my KitchenAid on low. All right, so 3 cups of sugar. Let that get mixed in there pretty good. Let me move that closer. All right, so now I'm going to add 6 large eggs, and I'm going to try to add them one at a time. Just tilting the bowl. I know y'all can't see that. Maybe I'll move it around. There we go. Well, y'all still couldn't see. We got one more. There it is. All right, now we're going to beat it a lot here, probably a couple of minutes at least. All right, we'll be back. All right, so I have scraped down the top little edge of the bowl and also scraped up from the bottom. So we're going to now add 2 teaspoons of pure almond extract. And this does come out of the bottle really fast, so you want to probably measure that over something besides the cake batter. case you got too much. So I'm adding 2 teaspoons. And I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Right in the batter there. Alright, we're going to beat it just a little bit more now. Alright, we're now ready to add the flour, and we're going to add that a little bit at a time, maybe a big spoonful, and let that mix in. We want to be careful to not beat it too much when we add the flour. And this is 3 cups of flour. Well, I'm just going to throw it out. Let me add it from the other side. And, this is 3 cups of flour. Now we'll put the recipe down below, right down below the video where it says the show more section. It just says show more. All you have to do is hit that and the recipe will be down there. I've got my oven preheated at 325 degrees. And this flour was sifted, then I measured it, then I sifted it again. I'm going to have to stir down the sides of this bowl up at the top. This makes a very thick batter. And remember now, with a pound cake, what makes it rise are all the eggs you put in there. You don't need any baking soda or baking powder or anything like that. Alright, I'm going to beat it just a teeny bit more. I got it all over my hands. Alright, just a little bit more. Alright, that's all we need right there. Now if you sift that flour before, of course, you shouldn't see hardly any lumps, and even if you do see lumps, it's okay because they will dissipate once the heat hits all that butter and cream cheese. It smells very good, I can tell you. So you can kind of make this pound cake any flavor you like, really. Get that off there. There we go. Yeah, I seem to be getting it all over me tonight. Yeah, and it's night. I didn't get to making this cake as soon as I had hoped. Alright, so we've greased our pan, this time with Crisco shortening, because I don't want it to get as brown as that cake got before when I buttered it with, or I greased it with butter. And that's any kind of shortening, and gave it a light dusting of flour. Now I probably used at least 3 tablespoons of Crisco in this pan. And I actually used one of my pastry brushes to make sure I got it in every little nook and cranny there. Alright, let's put it in the pan now. Let me move y'all back a little bit. Hold on. So we can get it there. Alright, this makes a really, really thick batter. I have to turn my bowl around, y'all. Now this is a 12.5 cup Bundt pan, and it's not the thick Nordic pan, it's the thin one. But it is lined with something. I know it's aluminum, but it's also got a white lining in there. Get this all cleaned out. Smooth that out a little bit. Alright, so this is going to bake in a 325 degree oven for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Now, I'm going to let it cook for an hour, and then I'm going to put a little piece of aluminum foil shaped like the cake, top of the pan, in there to make sure the top doesn't get too brown. Just do this to make sure there are no great big bubbles in there. Just kind of take a small narrow knife and go down in there like that. And smooth it out one more time. Alright, y'all, we will see you back right here in about 1 hour and, well, let's just say almost 2 hours, because we're going to let it cool in the pan for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to make some kind of icing to go on this. And we will be using the powdered sugar that I made this morning in the Vitamix. Alright, y'all. I don't have a clean hand to cut my camera off, or a finger, maybe my thumb. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, we are back. The cake is done. Did stick a little bit right there, a couple of other little places, but I don't think it got as brown as the other cake when I used the butter, but I'm thinking of going back to the butter. Alright, so we're ready to fix some kind of icing for this cake, or some kind of little glaze, I guess. So I'm using the powdered sugar that I made this morning. That's about 2 cups, I think. And I'm going to put some softened, almost melted butter in there. That's about, I guess, about 2 tablespoons of butter. And I'm going to go ahead and put in some Pure Almond Extract in the icing, or the glaze rather. We're going to go ahead and use about 3/4 of a teaspoon, and we're just going to use a couple of drops of vanilla extract, just a couple of drops, if I can get it to come out that way. Oh, okay, 4 drops. And I'm going to also use just a little itty bitty pinch of salt, just to enhance that taste. And this time we're just going to use some sour cream. I'm going to use, that's probably 2 tablespoons of pretty thick sour cream. Now we're going to mix that up and see if we can't make a little bit of a glaze to go on that cake. Let me plug my KitchenAid up. There. Alright. Just going to let this mix for a while and we'll be back. Alright, we've got the icing all ready. Let's see if we can get it to run down the cake as nice as that last time I fixed that Bundt cake. Hopefully it will. Now the cake is still ever the slightest bit warm. So we're just going to spoon it on there and see if it won't run down real nice. This is not as much icing as I had in the last Bundt cake I did, but that's all right. So far, so good. Now the little place where we had a little sticking action going on in the pan. Not much, but a little bit. A little more over on this side. Cover the inside completely. That little area. Yeah, I really think the lining the pan with the butter actually worked better. It did make it browner than it did with the Crisco, but it came out better in my opinion. Got a little more over there and we're all done. All right. I think we did good. Yeah, so this is going to be the almond flavoring, that Pure Almond Extract. It is so good. So we're going to let this cool just a minute or two, well, maybe about 10 minutes, and then Mr. Bucky and I are going to have a piece of it. All right, we'll be back. All right, we are ready to have a piece of this cake. And I've got Mr. Bucky a piece and me a piece. I want you to see the texture. It's still a little bit warm. Yeah. It's going to be super, super good, and especially that glaze that's on it is absolutely delicious. All right, y'all, we're going to eat our cake now. We'll see y'all next time. Bye for now.